So today I'm going to be making a warm cookie of clementine, cranberry and pistachio with a stem ginger ice cream and a white chocolate sauce. So the first thing we need to do, we need to heat up the milk and the cream and make a light infusion with the stem ginger. We're going to bring the cream up to about 85 degrees so we don't cook out the egg yolks. While the cream is heating up, we're going to combine the sugar and the egg yolks. And then we're going to dice our stem ginger. We're looking to chop the ginger very fine because you don't want to have big pieces of ginger. It can be quite fiery and quite hot in the mouth. And then we're going to put that into the anglaise base, the cream base, and we're going to make a light infusion. So while we're waiting for the cream and the stem ginger to come up to the heat, we're just going to mix the sugar and the egg yolks to a nice smooth paste. So when we're making the ice cream, basically what we're doing is we're making a custard, a classical sauce anglaise, and we're basically cooking the sugar and the egg yolks out with the hot milk and cream, and then we're going to cool it and we're going to churn it later. So with the cream, we just want to keep on whisking it, just in case it catches on the bottom and you scald the milk, which will cause it to burn. So we just want to heat it gently. So this recipe, I love making with my nieces and nephews. It's their favourite recipe. They come up with their own fillings and their own flavours, but this flavour's a particular favourite one of mine with the pistachio and the ginger. I think it works really well, but when they make it, they like chocolate, so it's always chocolate in their cookies. So the milk's coming up to temperature. We're just about ready to cook out the egg yolk, and that's going to form the base of our custard. So what we're going to do, just going to put it in a little pan, give ourselves a little bit more space. Making sure that we get everything out because we don't want a really thin custard. And we're just going to add a little splash at the beginning so we don't cook the eggs too much. And then we can add the rest of the milk to the mixture. It's important to get all the stem ginger in there as well. That's where all the flavour is. Keep stirring the anglaise, or the custard, to prevent it scrambling. And what we'll get is a really nice, smooth, silky ice cream. So a really good way to check that your custard is cooked is just to coat the back of the spoon, and if you can see it's nice and thick at the back, that's when you know the custard's cooked and it's ready to be cooled and churned. So the next stage of the recipe, we need to form a cookie dough. This is done really easily, very simple. So we're going to combine the butter, the sugar and the cream this together. So I'm using a light brown sugar. It's really nice flavour. It caramelises in the cookie, so it's really, really delicious. So all we need to do now is beat the butter and the sugar really vigorously, make a nice soft cream, just ensuring there's no lumps in the dough. So once you're happy that the butter's incorporated fully, we're just going to add our sieved flour. And then we're just folding it in at this stage. So, last little ingredient, egg yolk to hold it all together. So this recipe acts as a base for a cookie dough. So it's really up to you to incorporate the flavours that you really like and enjoy. I've chosen to use the clementines. I think it's a really nice flavour. So we're just using the zest of the clementines. So now the clementines have been zested, we're going to add the pistachio and the dried cranberries. I like them roughly chopped, but not too big. So now we just need to beat the pistachio and the cranberries together, and then it's ready for rolling and setting in the fridge. This is usually the stage that my nieces and nephews start to put little chunks of the dough in their mouth, and I'm lucky if I get it in the fridge, but it's always a challenge. So now we're just going to form a little log with the cling film and we're going to set it in the fridge. So I'm just rolling it up nice and tight, make a nice cylinder and then tying it at both ends. So that's us made our cookie dough. That's ready for the fridge. We're going to churn our ice cream. So the ice cream's nice and cool. It's ready for the machine. And this is going to take about half an hour to churn. So now's the time to cook the cookie dough. It's been set in the fridge for about half an hour, and now we're going to bake it in a little pan. So we're just going to cut 3 nice little slabs of the cookie dough. Now we're going to pop it in the oven, about 190 degrees for 7 minutes. So now we're going to make our white chocolate sauce for our cookie. We're going to do this by heating up the milk and incorporating all the other ingredients. We're going to start by adding the sugar. And when the milk starts to heat up, we're going to add our chocolate. And lastly, we're going to add our butter. So now we've got our ice cream from the freezer, which has been set up for about 2 hours after churning. So now we're ready to plate up our cookie. Now we're just going to give a nice dollop of the stem ginger ice cream. And we're just going to serve it with a little bit of white chocolate sauce on the side. So there's my dish. It's a warm cookie of cranberry, pistachio and clementine, spiced ginger ice cream and a warm white chocolate sauce.